I found a different one. Okay.
Alrighty then. So, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's a very special episode. Today, I'm with my baby.
That's me.
My baby.
There's nobody else.
It's funny.
Oh yeah, there's one. She's also our baby.
All my babies are here. So, we're gonna try something new. We're gonna do an episode where we tell, well, you're gonna tell me stories that I haven't heard before.
Yeah.
From Reddit.
Yes.
From Reddit, Am I the Asshole?
Yeah, I love the Am I the Asshole ones, and I'm always talking to you about them. And then you're like, we should record these because some of these are fucking wild. And some of them, yeah. So like some of them, like you read them and you're like, man, everybody's the asshole. And other times it's like, no, you were the asshole. And other times it's like that other person's the asshole. And sometimes they're just fucked up. So we'll see. We'll see what we find.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm thinking because you have a lot of these stories. I'm thinking maybe we could, if we like this enough, we could probably turn it into a series, just a regular thing.
Yeah, I like hearing people like comment on them because sometimes you get all sorts of different opinions on things, like just different perspectives, and it's just like, oh, I hadn't thought of it that way. So yeah, I like reading these. So let's see.
Alrighty then. Well, I'm here to provide another perspective.
Okay.
So yeah.
So this one is from the Am I the Asshole subreddit. And I think it's pertinent. That's why I chose it, because I am an extreme extrovert and you're a little bit more introverted, right? And so this one comes from an introverted boyfriend about his extroverted girlfriend. And it says, am I the asshole for being annoyed that my girlfriend and I can't go anywhere without running into 10 people that she knows?
Ah,
Yeah. So she's just very social, and I guess he's not. I haven't read it yet.
okay. I mean, I have preliminary thoughts, but we'll hold.
Okay. All right. Let's see here.
Wait.
All right. So it says pretty much the title. During the course of our 9 months, my extremely social girlfriend and I go out together several times a week and may run into anywhere from 2 to 10 people that she knows. We sometimes end up 10 plus minutes long conversations with these people while she catches up. This wouldn't be an issue for me personally if it didn't happen to us every single time that we go out. A lot of times, even when we are on a clearly defined date now, we end up in these kinds of situations, and I would like to keep it moving and enjoy our quality time together, but it doesn't seem to ever happen where we can just enjoy our own time together without having to keep up appearances with her random friends. Right. So a lot of times it's people she doesn't even seem to be that interested in keeping a relationship with anyway. She will sometimes talk shit about some of these people we just had conversations with. Last night, we got home and got into a fight because I was feeling exhausted by the fact that we can't go out anywhere without this type of shit happening. And I think I made her feel bad. We got into a fight, and I complained to her about wanting to not have to engage in a conversation with every single person she may know on a date night, and that I would like to enjoy our quality time together without the extra social interactions with random people. She feels like I'm trying to keep her all to myself, and that if I don't like feeling engaging with those people, I can simply stay home. I get that you can't control who is going to be where, but she doesn't seem to understand my perspective that quality time is supposed to be intimate, and that it would be nice to not have to engage in conversations with every single person she knows from Facebook or wherever when we go out. Am I the asshole? So has offered OP's original poster has offered the following explanation on why they think they might be the asshole. We got into a fight, and I complained to her about wanting not to have to engage in conversations with every single person she may know on a date night, and that I would like to enjoy our quality time together without extra social interactions and random people. She feels like I'm trying to keep her all to myself, and that if I don't feel like engaging with those people, I can simply stay home.
Okay.
What do you think?
So I think that just comes with the territory, having of like a very what you call it, extroverted girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like that just comes with the territory, you know. So I wouldn't necessarily go as far as call him an asshole. I think he's just not compatible. You know, if if it really, you know, is that important to him, he's got two things. Either put up with that
Hmm.
because it comes with the territory,
Yeah.
or leave
Or don't put up with it.
and leave.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what some people are saying. So some people are saying not the asshole, like she can't help running into like people, if she knows these people. Um, I do though, like as an extrovert, I do like personally have to learn to manage my time though. So if I don't like somebody, I'm not going to spend 10 minutes talking to them.
Right.
I'll be like, okay, cool. So nice to see you. Bye. And then like quickly cut it off.
Yeah.
But if I like those people, then yeah, I'm going to have a conversation with them. But I do run into a lot of people when I'm out. And usually it's like, hi, what you doing? What are you up to? If I'm interested.
Yeah.
But if I'm not interested, like, why would I waste my time? You know?
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I think not the asshole for either of them.
Yeah, I think so too. Like that's just who they are, right? And I know in the past, like I've been in situations where like I'm just out and people just talk to me and they'll be like, why are you talking to them? You're with me. And it's like, well, I can't help it if people talk to me.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna be a rude asshole and be like, you know, especially if they're like cool people, like males, females, children, like little kids love talking to me for whatever reason. And I'm not gonna be like, no, child, like away.
I am.
You're just like, no, just
Get out of here.
fuck away. Yeah. You see, but that's okay because you have to accept the person for who they are. I think that's where we're coming from, right? Like,
Yeah.
you got to be like, I get it. Like, I'm not gonna be like, why aren't you talking to people? Like, it's cool, Sit back, let me run the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was that one. Let's see here. Is there anything else you want to add to that one?
No, no, I think I don't know, it is a bit much to complain, I guess. Especially like if you're in a relationship with someone, you've known this for long,
Yeah.
you know. So I don't know, where was this before? I don't know.
Yeah. I think it just comes down you have to accept the other person
Yeah.
for who they are. And if you can't, you have to walk away. Like if it infringes so much on you, you know. Yeah. Like,
Yep, yep.
okay. So here's another one from that same subreddit, right? Am I the asshole? Just by the title alone, I think this person's the asshole, but you never know. Sometimes they surprise you, right?
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for taking my daughter's boyfriend? Well, it says BF, so it could be boyfriend, it could be best friend, right? Am I the asshole for taking my daughter's BF on a family trip and not my daughter?
Okay.
Like just from the title, right?
I mean, maybe the daughter's a dick.
Maybe she's a little asshole and that's why they didn't take her anywhere. I don't know. All right. Here's some backstory. My daughter, we will call her Sarah, has been dating, oh yeah, so it's boyfriend, has been dating her boyfriend, we'll call him James, for 5 years. Since freshman year of high school, they have been practically inseparable. More recently, though, Sarah and James had started college. Although James has always been smarter and is currently attending one of the Ivy Leagues in the Northern and East Coast. Okay, that's just a dick thing to say that. I mean, well, maybe
Like, why is that pertinent?
Yeah, like why is it pertinent that he's smarter and going to a better school than your daughter? All right, so she's not winning any points here for me. I don't know. Okay. Sarah, on the other hand, did not have the same abilities. She attended a small D1 school in North Carolina. What's a D1 school? District 1? We'll assume, well, since she's like, we'll assume that it's like low.
Yeah.
Right. School school is about to end in 2 weeks and summer will begin. Sarah and James have kept their relationship going through late night calls and frequent visits. For the past 6 months, me and my wife have been saving up for a trip to the Bahamas. We have always wanted to go there. Duh, shit, she took the boyfriend to the Bahamas. Oh, he took the boyfriend to the Bahamas. Okay, that's shitty. Unfortunately, though, we were not able to afford 2 extra tickets, which means I have only been planning to bring my daughter. Last week, though, I found out my daughter has been cheating on James with a senior from her college. Oh, the plot thickens. So Sarah's a cheater.
Yep.
So she's dumb and she's a cheater. Okay, that's like 2 strikes against you, Sarah. More unfortunately, James had to witness it.
Whoa.
Sarah uses a small camera on her computer to call James. After their call one night, I guess Sarah forgot to turn off the camera. James and his friends were hanging out at one of their dorms when he got a notification on his phone. It was the camera app. He opened it to his dismay, witnessing Sarah and John, the senior from the school, having intercourse. So it was like him and his friends.
Yep.
Saw her getting it in with dumb John. James immediately took screenshots, not of anything graphic, and saved the video to his phone. He confronted Sarah the next day, which of course she denied it. James showed the photos and evidence, which resulted in Sarah breaking down. Further digging revealed that her and John had been doing this for the past 6 months. James, of course, broke down and drove home, actually calling my wife and alerting us. Okay, James, why are you dragging the family into this, though?
Yeah.
Like, what business is it?
Yeah.
Like, you know? Okay, we immediately supported him and messaged Sarah. This is not how we raised our daughter. Ultimately, though, we have decided to take James on our family trip to the Bahamas. 2 weeks after school ends. We told Sarah this, which resulted in a huge fight between her and my wife, but we aren't budging. What do you think? Should I be on my daughter's side? Should I bring her? OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the asshole. The action is taking my daughter's boyfriend on our family trip. It's not the boyfriend, though. Now it's the ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not our daughter. It might make me the asshole because we have been planning for a while and she has always been included. So what's the verdict?
This one, it's difficult. I am siding with the family. Even though it's none of their business. They shouldn't have gotten involved. The boyfriend got him involved.
Yeah.
And for better or worse, they're going with the daughter. I think I don't know. I mean, it feels like kind of like this like petty, but this is beyond petty. I think there's because they're straight up like ostracizing.
Like, okay, just from the description of the daughter alone, though, right? Like, what does he say? Like, James is like his smarter, has always been smarter, and is currently attending an Ivy League. Like, Sarah, on the other hand, does not have the same abilities. Like,
I think they should
already
disown Sarah and they should
just adopt the boyfriend.
the boyfriend.
That's what they should do, right? Like they should just legally adopt the boyfriend and divorce their daughter. And they're so proud of him. They're taking him on family vacations. Like that's just the next logical step. Like I everyone's the asshole here.
Yeah.
Like just everyone's the asshole. Like Sarah for cheating on the boyfriend, the parents for clearly favoring the boyfriend, and the boyfriend for getting the parents involved. Like who goes running to their significant others, mommy and daddy, and being like, so and so cheated on me? Like you don't involve family in your shit, you know? Because like what you can make up later, And then like what kind of face are you gonna show your family? You know what I mean? Like they're gonna make up and then it's like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm with the person that cheated on me. Like, you know,
I don't think there's no making up from that.
well, no, because the
I
parents
mean,
took him to the Bahamas.
yeah.
Like, that's unforgivable.
I think that's
Like
I
I
think
would,
that's probably one of those where like the parents will probably keep in touch with them for like the rest of their lives.
yeah,
And then every now and then like the girl would come down for Thanksgiving or for Christmas.
like a rom-com movie.
And you'll find it.
Like parade him around. So here are some of the verdicts from people. All right, you're the asshole. You can condemn her behavior without treating her less than. And so they made the same point I did where they were talking about how she ain't smart. What was the point of that whole paragraph where they're talking about you were like, why is that relevant? Yeah. This alone made me think you're the asshole. All you need to say is that they go to different schools and not how dumb your daughter is compared to her boyfriend. Okay, so that's one. Yeah, like why are you even mentioning that? All right, so that's one verdict. And then you're the asshole. Are you planning on adopting him or becoming a throuple?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Like they want to be a throuple. Yeah, exactly. Why would you want to go to the Bahamas with his ex ex's parents for 2 weeks? Like that sounds very enmeshed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's weird. I don't know what to say. Why are you so enmeshed with your daughter's dating life? Why are you taking sides? Who is the boyfriend? And where are you planning who is the boyfriend to you that you're punishing your daughter so that he feels supported? It's like the son you never had kind of thing. You're the asshole. You can criticize her actions and even be apologetic to the boyfriend, but always choose your own child. I do agree with that. You choose your own child. Even if they did wrong, right?
Yeah.
Like, because for your children, like it's supposed to be unconditional love, not like that you're accepting all of their bad behavior. Like you can be disappointed in them
Right.
and
Still love.
still love them, right? Like you can be like, I'm really disappointed you did this. Maybe you should learn from this. This is not the kind of behavior that we showed you. Or maybe it is the kind of behavior that they showed them. Like,
Maybe.
like they're basically dumping her for the boyfriend. Like maybe that is the kind of behavior that was shown here. All right, you ready for another one, baby? Yes. Okay. So, what do you think about this one? Am I the asshole for not attending my mother's funeral after she showed clear favoritism my whole life? This one, it sounds like
Yeah.
they're not going to be the asshole.
Yeah.
It sounds, but you never
sounds
know.
like, but who knows?
But you never know with these. So let's see. To start, my 24 she's 24 male. I guess it's a male, 24 male mother who was 54 female, always showed favoritism to my younger brother who was 22. So my mom always favored my brother over me and my sister, who's 27 female. From the day he was born, my mom always chose him over me, and they spell mom, so I'm guessing in English. Mom always chose him over me. If he wanted something, he got it, no questions asked. But if I wanted the same thing, oh boy, she raised hell and said I was out of line for asking. The only day my mom was nice was on my birthday when the extended family came around. She acted the same on Christmas, but my brother always got the biggest and best gifts. At 15, she kicked me out of the house for coming out as bi. She ran at me to attack me, I assume, and I stayed at a friend's house for 2 weeks whilst I waited for a phone call for her to say I could go back. I never got the call, so on my 20th birthday, I lived at my aunt and uncle's house. Finally, the worst thing she ever said to me was, men don't cry after two of my best friends and girlfriend died in a car crash. I was devastated, like how heartless could I be? Could a living, breathing person say that after what had happened? Whoa. Now, 3 weeks ago, she died of lung cancer. She smoked a pack a day. To be honest, it's a miracle she lived that long. I visited her once to say goodbye, and as I was leaving, she screamed, not real loud, I hope you die in a ditch, you fucking pig. Don't go to the funeral, bro. Let's see. I said nothing. The funeral was 2 days ago, but my brother came and banged on my door when he demanded to know why I wasn't at the funeral. To which I replied, like, you're a good brother. You didn't even realize you wasn't there until 2 days later. He turned beet red and screamed, You just upset mom loved, oh, you're just upset mom loved me more than you. And I said, get off my property or an ambulance can do it for you. Sounds like a very toxic family. He stormed off, and now the family has come to me like a pack of hungry hyenas. So am I the ass?
I think his first was mistake. His first mistake
Uh-huh.
was being English.
Yeah, that's terrible. I would change that ASAP, like as soon as humanly possible. He could be French. He could be Australian. English is bad. It was pretty hard to read.
I don't know. I mean, I can't tell him. I can't say he is the asshole. Because clearly, his mom was the asshole throughout his whole life.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can't fault him for that, you know. And as far as the little brother showing up, you know, being all mad or whatever, I don't know. Like it makes sense. He's probably like super sheltered, doesn't see the other side.
Yeah.
Um, I think no, he's
But
not the asshole.
I think the brother did see because he threw it in his face. He was like, "You're just upset that mom loved me more than you." So like I think
Yeah,
he clearly thought. I don't think he's the asshole. I think he just lives in a very toxic family dynamic, and there's like nothing you can really do to fix that, except remove yourself from it, which is what he did.
yeah,
Like that's really all you can do. Like he did the best he could. And I mean, one of the comments was like, you're not the asshole, like funerals are for the living.
hmm,
And that's true. Like, and so if it would have hurt him more to go to the funeral than to not, then why would he continue to flog himself after his mom has died?
yeah.
You know?
Also, like it's not like she's even gonna know.
Yeah. What is she gonna do? Like, what's she gonna do about it? It's not like he's, letting go of an inheritance or anything. So there's those are them. And then do you want to do one more or do you want to do the pièce de résistance here?
Which one, whichever one. It's up to
The
you.
okay, this is pretty long. So we'll see. Okay, so this one has multiple updates.
Nice.
And it's not from the Am I the Asshole? It's from the adultery subreddit.
Ooh,
So they're called cake eaters because they want to have their cake and eat it too. So they self-identify as cake eaters.
okay.
Yeah. And so this one comes from a self-identified cake eater and
Already, yeah.
already the asshole. But remember, this is not am I the
Yeah.
asshole? This is just adultery,
Yeah.
right? And this is one of those that we were like, oh, that's fucked up, right? So I think we've done a little bit of everything because we did like no one's the asshole. We did everyone's the asshole, and then we did not the asshole, right? So now it's like
Yeah.
this was just fucked up.
Yeah.
So this poster posted this on April 16th of 2021, and it's titled "The Calm Before the Storm." And it says he tried posting these a few days ago, but he couldn't find the post. It must be lost in cyberspace. He doesn't even know if this is the right forum at the moment. In a gist, a fair partner got served divorce papers out of nowhere 2 days ago at work. Her husband knows about us slash me, and it's only a matter of time before his wife finds out. Don't know if I have days or hours before the world as I know it is gone. Right. So that's
It's very dramatic.
very, very dramatic. No, it just gets worse or better, depending on,
Yeah.
Okay. So Took some time off of work to spend time with my wife and 2 daughters. My body is in turmoil, but strangely, my mind is clear. It reminds me of the days leading up to my dad passing away. Time has slowed down, and I'm aware of all these things surrounding me. It's a nice feeling. Sounds like he's going to die. My day today was filled with observations of details and appreciation. My wife's smell and the clothes she wore, my daughter's laughter, the color of the kitchen tiles, the dog, the yard, feeling blessed to have healthy and beautiful family. What will my daughters think of me? I look at my wife that I love with all my heart, and I see a woman who stood by me no matter what. We had our fair share of ups and downs like most couples, but I never imagined a life without her. How do I justify a 6-year affair?
What?
6 years. Is that even forgivable?
Did he say something about loving his wife?
Yeah. Like,
What?
what? Like,
No.
that's what it says.
Go
Like,
back. I'm having trouble wrapping my head around that shit.
you want me to read it again? My day today was filled with observations of details and appreciation. My wife's smell and the clothes she wore, my daughter's laughter, the color of the kitchen tiles, the dog, the yard. Feel blessed to have a healthy and beautiful family. What will my daughters think of me? How do I justify a 6-year affair?
First of all, you're dumb.
What the fuck? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, when I read that, I was hooked. I had to know. I had to know more. So I don't know what the future holds. All I know is that the storm is coming, and I am here basking in the sun until the clouds come rolling in. I plan to confess over the weekend. Even if I know the outcome, I pray she does not leave me. This was so fucking not worth it. But for 6 years, bro, 6 years. Okay. Any suggestions on how to confess? How do you start? How do I tell my daughters? I have already made an appointment to see a therapist. What else can I do? Wish me luck. Edit. Thank you for all your comments and suggestions. Some of them were hard to read. I don't have time to address all the comments. We'll reply to a few to clear some things. Yesterday, I reached out to my brother for advice. He left his wife some years ago and married his affair partner. He seemed happy with her. The grass is not greener for him after all, and he is planning on leaving her, but is stuck at the moment. His advice is not to tell my wife and to minimize if confronted. He also said I should let down affair partner gently so she does not go nuclear on my wife and family. I am hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst. So like already,
Yeah.
like obviously cheating runs in his family, right? Like the brother left his wife for his affair partner. I wouldn't be surprised if the dad or the mom cheated like a motherfucker. Like, so his family is advising him not to tell the wife.
Yeah.
Right. So they have some relevant comments. Okay. So not trying to be mean or anything, but you never imagined life without her. You had a 6-year affair and you love your wife with all your heart. It sounds like you're just really confused. And then maybe she will stick by you with counseling. And then the OP, right, says, I'm not confused. I never was. I don't have a problem separating love from sex. My heart is loyal to my woman, and she is for me. Like, dude. Okay. A comment, right? You have a lot to sort through, but you are taking the right direction to line up some intensive care for yourself. Be ready to move out if you're kicked out after the storm. Right. 6 years is a long affair by any measures. If it wasn't worth it, what was your affair partner to you? Someone you could also toy around with along with your wife. For the record, this is the classic definition of throwing someone under the bus to save yourself. Maybe start by owning up to what you've done. I agree, right? Like 6 years is not just,
Yeah, that's not a mistake.
That's not a mistake. That's
a clear conscious choice.
Whole ass separate family. You know what I mean? Oh, by the way, I found this story when I was reading another one, right? Maybe we'll do this one later, but when I found this story when I was reading another one, and somebody linked this and was like, if you feel like being mad today, and I was like, yes, I'm hot, I want to be mad. So I clicked on it. But like the other one was a lady who had a whole ass separate family. Well, the lady did. And so she like would travel a lot for work. And I know I'm getting sidetracked here. There's more, but like the lady would travel a lot for work. And so the guy she was having an affair with also for years knew this. And she ended up getting pregnant, hid the pregnancy from her husband, had the baby over in the other state. What? Yeah, had the baby over in the other state. And then like left her family when the kid was 5 years old. And
we got to go back to that later.
Yeah, like that's crazy. So yeah, that just reminded me of this, like this nuts.
That's
like
crazy.
like how do you not? Okay, so so it's like if you think your affair partner's bullshit will reach out to your wife and tell her everything he discovered, I would suggest you start telling the truth. And it's like, I'm not a BS, but it seems that trickle truth hurts way more over time. So the OP responded, so many responses about how I don't value my affair partner. Well, since I am on a pour my heart out roll here, let me tell you about my affair partner. She is gorgeous and a smart woman who is funny and open to different experiences. She is younger than myself and my wife, fit, seductive, sexy as fuck, but she is not my wife and does not even compare. 6 years on and off is a long time to invest. As I see it, she is an adult woman who made decisions to cheat with a married man on her husband or for whatever reasons. Do I care for her? Yes. 6 years is a long time. Do I love her? No. Did I say I loved her? Yes, of course I did, but I lied, just as I lied to my wife. Did I use her? Yes, I did. Did she use me? Of course she fucking did. We both knew we were playing with fire. And then someone's like, you are selfish, dude. 6-year affair, and it was only not worth it because you and affair partner were caught. So it goes on, right? But then there's an update. So let me go to the update because it just goes on. People are just trashing him, and this guy's just trash. Like he's clearly just trash, right? Let's see. And so he says that it wasn't worth it, that he didn't weigh the risk reward, whatever. Okay. So then on September 3rd of that year, so remember that happened like in April. So in September, there's an update, right? Never saw this coming. Let's see. I was prepared for all the scenarios, but not this one. The doomsday did not come in the shape I was expecting. A fair partner ended up convincing her soon-to-be ex not to spill the beans to my wife in exchange for a smooth divorce. I thought I was in the clear. Yesterday, a fair partner sent me a blurry photo of my wife in the car with another man. She claimed that they walked hand in hand to his car from a store in a nearby town 2 hours. She got a shot of the plates too. After some digging, I know she is having an affair. Don't know how long for sure, but at least 6 months. He is a single dad, our age, and is telling her to leave the marriage. She is telling him that she loves him. Afraid to confront her, I feel numb at the moment, took a day off of work. Any advice? I love her and I want to stay married.
Pause. Afraid to confront her?
Yeah.
He was so eager to confront her before.
Yeah.
When it was his shit.
When it was his shit.
So he only wanted to confront her to clear his conscience of it.
Yeah.
He didn't want, anything else other than that.
But also, like, I don't see what the big deal is to confront her because, I mean, clearly she's separating sex and love. He clearly separated sex and love. So she's just separating sex and love, Like, edit. Any advice on how to proceed? Should I just let it run its course and monitor? Should I confront and hope for the best? Should I confess to my affair and hope we all can come clean and make a way for our new marriage? Am I so fucking utterly confused? I have rehearsed the things I would say, do if she was to find out about my affairs. I was not prepared for this. Yeah.
Well, I think they just need a divorce.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think they should be together. Like clearly, like they should not be together. Wait, but there's more, right? And so there's like people like asking him questions and he's responding and he's like, no, like that they didn't use a PI, so there wasn't, any sort of investigators. His affair partner saw it. He doesn't know how to feel about it. He never had fantasies about his wife doing other men. They had a good sex life, minus his kinks, which she is not aware of, and that's why he had his affair partner because he could do freaky things with her. Let's see. Logically, yes, we were both getting our itches scratched. What's the big deal? I am not ruled by logic at the moment, maybe later, but now my emotions are overpowering every logic. Never in my life have I experienced the type of emotion and physical distress. I can't even think straight. Never thought I was going to bawl my eyes out and throw up on the carpet. Okay. There is a third update.
Okay.
Okay. The marriage is over.
Nice.
Yeah. He confronted the wife that past weekend. He sat her down without warning and told her he knew that she was having an affair and with whom. He asked her if she loved him and what her plan was. She was caught off guard, went to the bathroom for 10 minutes, and when she came out, she looked the guy straight in the eyes and said, I know about your affair too. I have known for some time now. I love him and I want a divorce. Mm-hmm. The next days were a blur. I tried to talk to her, but she shuts me down. She has moved into the spare bedroom and is making appointments with law firms. Has told our two girls, I have signed up for emergency therapy. I am on meds for dealing with anxiety and lack of sleep. This is surreal. Heard her talking to him last night and cut the internet cord. Kind of crazy because I need the fucking internet to work and she just switched to her phone. Oh man, so many emotions are running through me. I made love to her this past week and today she is a total stranger. How does that happen? How can she not feel any fucking emotions? Over 20 years gone, all the love, friendship, partnership, intimacy, jokes, memories, plans for our future, gone, just like that. No looking back. I feel so blindsided, and the only person I can talk to is my brother who lives across the country. Sorry to vent here to you fine people. I just need to get this out.
I can't get it. Like the cognitive dissonance that he must have, like complaining and just like speaking as if he's so hurt when at the same time he was also cheating on his wife for years.
Like, like that's a long ass time, but
Jesus.
like that's some fucked up shit. And then somebody was like, yeah, you can lol your dick off. I am selfish, entitled, arrogant, worst asshole among cheaters, but I do love my wife, contrary to what many of you believe. In my heart, I have never strayed, but she played me. Well done. And then the last comment, right? It's like, she did not play you. Did you not play her for 6 years? Have you asked how long she's known? I'm guessing she's known for quite a while and had time to process her feelings before she even stepped out. You can't demonize her for something that you were doing first, and you should have listened to your heart instead of your dick if you didn't want this to be the outcome. Anyone who cheats and doesn't think the scenario is possible is a fool. You're
I think that was the happiest ending.
Yeah, that poor lady got out.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got out of that. That's why I was like, it gets better or it gets worse or better. It's just depending. But that was wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. But there are people like that out there.
Wow.
That's nuts. But I got to that one by the lady who had a secret second family. Yeah. You talk about that one later.
Bet. All right, then how long have we been going?
I don't know.
Maybe like half an hour. All right, and do you have any other stories or is that it?
Those are the ones that we just came up with. I mean, there are so many.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll do another one. Uh yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta do another episode
Yeah.
with talk about poetry.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Biology.
Mm-hmm.
Sneak peek.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. So that's it for now. We'll be back.
Still like my brain is still like this dude. Like
Yeah, that's so crazy. And I don't know. I still can't understand how he can
be so offended.
be so offended. And he was the one doing it first.
Yeah. But it's okay. I guess it's okay when he does it. It's just not okay. I've had like a lot of married friends, like female friends and male friends, be like, I would totally be okay with having like an open marriage if only I could do it. They're
Oh,
like, but just the thought of my husband doing it or my wife doing it like turns me off, so I'd rather not even go there.
that's not even an open marriage.
That's not an open marriage. But like, you know, maybe it's that kind of thinking, like, you know,
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I can do it, but not you.
yeah. Like if like that's what they say. Like if I could do it, then it would be okay. But if they do it, it's not okay. So it's just not okay all around. Like I've heard people say that.
That's so dumb.
I don't know. I couldn't, but I think that's why we found each other. like no, no, that's okay. I wouldn't want to.
It took me 28 years to find you, baby.
It took me 40 minutes. Never anybody else I wanted to settle down with. It's like everybody else is like, yeah. So those are our Reddit stories.
Alrighty then. We'll be back with more soon. Uh, for now, we can find you on Instagram,
Yeah,
active on Instagram and Facebook.
and Facebook.
Um, we're usually, well, not anymore, but you can find us at the open mics every now and
Yeah,
then.
doing a lot of napping nowadays.
Yes. Go to Amazon.com and buy Had I Ever Known Before? That's not the name of the book.
I do believe so.
Something like that. It's a collection of
Had I
poems.
known before.
Had I Known Before, that is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a collection of poems put together by the Unfolded Poetry Group. Both of us have poems published in that book. So check it out. Definitely. I'll link
Definitely.
it. See you soon.